for joining us for this webinar, putting on about FDA and Health Canada, as well as CFIA's requirements to sell foods in North America. All right, just to give you a little bit of an overview about Quality Smart Solutions. So we were established back in 2007. And since that time, we've served over 1,400 clients and completing over 120,000 services rendered for those clients. We have a team of experts that actually spans across North America, and those team members include former government agency employees and regulatory and quality assurance experts who've worked in industry as well. So our solutions go beyond just foods. We offer regulatory and quality assurance solutions for other consumer packaged goods, so things like NHPs, veterinary health products, conventional and supplemented foods, cosmetics, OTC drugs, and medical devices. And we offer that both with regulatory and quality assurance, right? So not just licensing and label compliance, but also beyond compliance. So our three companies, Quality Smart Solutions, focuses on CPG and pharmaceutical and medical device compliance. Quality Import Solutions is a Health Canada licensed import agent for natural health products, as well as foods, conventional and supplemented foods, which is governed under CFIA. And Cannabis License Experts, our third division, which offers federal and provincial, as well as now U.S. state cannabis licensing, covering various types of activities, and also a full suite of post-license support for those looking to get into both cannabis as well as psychedelics, at least in Canada. On the federal side, psychedelics dealers licensing. All right, I'll pass this on to Mitch, who will walk you through the various food regulations, both for Canada and the United States.
Thank you, Andrew. So I am Mitchell Kernan, Quality and Regulatory Affairs Specialist with Quality Smart and Quality Import Solutions. So first I'm going to talk about regulations in Canada. Canadian foods are regulated by Health Canada and Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Imports are primarily reviewed at time of entry by Canada Border Services Agency. Some applicable regulations for foods and imports in Canada are Food and Drug Regulations, Safe Foods for Canadian Regulations, as well as the Customs Act. Many articles are incorporated by reference into the new Safe Foods for Canadians regulations, which allows for quicker updates by the regulator. So for food labeling in Canada, it's required by law that food labels are bilingual. We have a translator on staff to help with French for your food labels. Some other important items that are required on a food label are common name, country of origin, expiry date, and storage instructions. For any label claims being made, it is important that they're reviewed against permitted lists and regulations to ensure they're compliant, and that all statements made on the label are truthful and not misleading. As shown here in the image, there are new nutrition facts tables that are required, and there are also new ingredients list changes that Health Canada has been rolling out. We recommend a label review for your products every few years to ensure that you're keeping up with ever-changing regulations. A great tool for reference is the food labeling tool published by Health Canada. And at Quality Smart Solutions, our team of specialists can definitely help review your labels for compliance. So now I'm going to talk about temporary market authorization, TMALs, and supplemented foods. So to first explain, a traditional food is something that we consume regularly, like bread, milk, or eggs. A supplemented food is when a new ingredient or manufacturing process is added or applied to a food, such as adding caffeine into a beverage or an energy drink. A traditional food must have a compliant label before going to market. A supplemented food must also be approved through a review process called a TMAL, or Temporary Market Authorization Letter. This process can take up to 12 months in some cases. It requires a review of your formula and label. There may also be post-approval requirements, such as annual reporting for your TMAL. This process allows the sale review and approval of your supplemented food before going to market. New regulations are set to be published soon to allow and set out several categories of foods for which certain ingredients can be supplemented, such as caffeine to chewing gum, and these will be called the Supplemented Foods Regulations. We can help with formula review to best classify and obtain the proper approvals for your food. So I'm going to talk about requirements for food export into Canada. When shipping a food from another country into Canada, you must have or use a Safe Foods for Canadians import license. This requires a PCP preventative control plan and a HACCP hazard analysis critical control points to be set up for each food manufacturing site. Quality Import Solutions holds an SFCR food import license and can help draft these requirements for your sites and can help with bringing your products into Canada. Again, part of these requirements is a bilingual label and sufficient product testing. Some tests that may be required for your products are organoleptic, allergens, microbiology, heavy metals, packaging, stability, and so forth. These are commodity specific and found within the regulations. Please keep in mind that there are also additional customs and duties requirements for importing products that must be arranged separately with a broker or freight partner. Regulations for the USA. US foods are regulated by the following bodies: US FDA, Food and Drugs Administration, USDA, Department of Agriculture, and CBP, Customs and Border Protection, to name a few. Some applicable regulations are the Food Safety Modernization Act and the Bioterrorism Act. These set out safety requirements for food in America. US and Canada also share a food safety systems agreement that helps importers and exporters comply with the regulations of both countries, since they agree they are comparable. US label requirements. It is important that your label is compliant to meet US standards. Some items that you will need are common name, net quantity, ingredients, and nutritional information. The US Department of Health and Human Services has published a labeling guide similar to that of Canada to help as a reference tool. One helpful tip is to avoid intervening material, which means to not put any fanciful or non-required text between text that is required by regulation, such as a gluten-free claim between the nutrition facts table and the ingredients list. This information can divert the consumer's attention. Our team of specialists can help review your labels for compliance in the US market. So now I'm going to talk about food facility registration in the USA. The Bioterrorism Act and FSMA, Food Safety Modernization Act, require that all facilities involved in the handling of food be registered and renewed every 2 years. This allows the FDA to track and regulate the factories where foods are made. The registration can be revoked if there is a risk to human health found. You must also provide prior shipment notice prior to bringing your product into the USA. Food facilities submit their registration package through online portal e-submission, by mail, or by fax. Our team of specialists can help review your practices, help draft your food facility dossier for submission. A US agent is required to be set up that allows communication between your company and the FDA. This person or business must be located in the USA. This is a service that Quality Import and Quality Smart Solutions offer. We can act as your US agent. An FSVP agent, or Foreign Supplier Verification Program agent, is a representative located in the USA to act and communicate on behalf of a company that is importing a food to America, similar to US agent. This can be the same person, depending on your needs for US and FSVP agent. This again is a requirement if you're not located or have an office in the USA. The FSVP agent is responsible for reviewing and holding food safety related documentation that proves your foreign site meet or exceeds US food requirements. The goal is to ensure your product is made in a well-run and clean facility. The FSVP agent will assist with review for compliance and with any audits or questions issued by the regulator. They would be your first point of contact. Our staff FSVP and US agent has previously worked with the FDA and has a wealth of experience regarding food safety and importing requirements. Please keep in mind again that the customs and duties requirements must be arranged separately with a broker or freight partner.
All right, thanks very much, Mitch, for going over that. on all the opportunities that you have to enter the North American market with your food, whether it's a conventional food or in Canada, you have really two pathways here, conventional or supplemented foods, and how we can support you. So basically, Quality Smart Solutions can assist with you on label compliance, nutrition facts creation, um, and if need be, a temporary market authorization license on the Canadian side. And of course, in the US, really TMALs are not applicable. So it's really about label compliance and nutrition facts creation for your US food product. Um, and if you are looking to export to Canada, we can act as your import agent. We hold a Safe Food for Canadian Regulations, or SFCR for short. We hold that license to act as that import agent. Or alternatively, if you are operating in Canada, we can set you up with your own license, whether it's for manufacturing, packaging, labeling, or importing, and also set you up with a food safety plan, whether it's a preventive control plan or PCP, or a hazard analysis critical control point plan, which is also often called HACCP. For the US, under FSMA, we can ensure that you meet those food safety requirements. Looking to set up over there, whether it's a HARP-C, HACCP program, and another opportunity for exportation to the US is utilizing our FSVP agent. So, and another component, as Mitch had mentioned earlier, is that we can basically act as that U.S. agent for your facility. So if your facility is based outside the United States, it must be registered, as well as those in the United States. But the key difference is that those facilities outside of the U.S. Do, along with the registration, do require a U.S. agent. And so again, we can act as that U.S. agent. So please do reach out to us. You can find us at our websites, qualitysmartsolutions.com, qualityimportsolutions.com, and for those who are looking at dietary supplements or natural health products, you can also reach us at nhplicenseexperts.com. And our email's listed there, as well as our toll-free number. And we look forward to hearing from you and serving your North American compliance needs.